least to most vengeful zodiac signs. Some people explode, yell, and move on. Others stay quiet and never forget. That's because vengeance isn't about anger. It's about memory, emotional replay, and the need to restore balance. Today, we're ranking the zodiac from least to most vengeful using real psychology, not dramatics. And trust me, the signs at the top don't react loudly. They wait, remember, and strike when it hurts the most. Number 12. Sagittarius. Forgives by moving on. Sagittarius is the least vengeful sign because they refuse to stay emotionally stuck. Psychology links them to low rumination and high forward focus. When hurt, their instinct isn't retaliation, it's distance. They'd rather remove themselves from the situation than replay it. Revenge feels like wasted energy that ties them to something negative. Sagittarius processes pain by moving forward, reframing the experience, and finding meaning elsewhere. They may feel hurt briefly, but holding grudges feels suffocating. Their version of closure isn't payback, it's freedom, an emotional escape. Number 11. Aquarius. Emotionally detached justice. Aquarius doesn't seek revenge because emotional payback feels irrational to them. Psychology ties them to emotional detachment and moral reasoning. When wronged, they analyze the situation rather than react to it. Instead of retaliation, Aquarius responds with disengagement. Access is revoked, not attacked. They remember what happened, but without emotional charge. Vengeance requires emotional replay, and Aquarius simply refuses to stay emotionally invested. If you cross them, they won't plot against you. They'll quietly remove you from their life and never look back. Detachment becomes their form of justice. Number 10. Pisces. Emotionally hurt, not retaliatory. Pisces feels betrayal deeply, but revenge isn't their instinct. Psychology links them to emotional sensitivity and conflict avoidance. When hurt, they retreat inward rather than strike back. They may replay the pain emotionally, but confrontation feels overwhelming. Pisces often chooses emotional withdrawal over retaliation. Forgiveness comes easily, but memory lingers quietly. They don't forget how something made them feel. They just don't weaponize it. Their pain turns inward, not outward. Pisces may disappear, create distance, or emotionally detach, but they rarely seek to cause harm in return. Number 9. Libra. Justice-seeking, not vengeful. Libra isn't driven by revenge, they're driven by fairness. Psychology ties them to justice, sensitivity, and balance-seeking. When wronged, they want things corrected, not escalated. They replay situations internally, weighing what was fair and what wasn't. Instead of retaliation, Libra looks for resolution, apology, or restored equilibrium. However, unresolved injustice can turn into quiet resentment. Libra rarely strikes back directly, but they remember imbalance. Their version of revenge is emotional distance or withdrawal, not punishment. They want harmony restored, not to hurt someone, just to feel even. Number 8. Gemini. Reactive but short memory. Gemini's revenge is fast, verbal, and fleeting. Psychology links them to quick emotional expression with low rumination. When hurt, they react immediately. Sarcasm, words, or sharp commentary. But the feeling doesn't stick around long. They vent, express, and move on. Gemini doesn't store emotional grudges because their mind keeps moving forward. Distraction resets their emotional state quickly. While they may fire back in the moment, long-term revenge requires fixation. And Gemini simply doesn't stay focused on one emotional wound long enough to plot. Their retaliation is immediate, not calculated, and usually forgotten soon after. Number 7. Aries. Explosive, not vengeful. Aries reacts to betrayal with heat, not strategy. Psychology ties them to impulsive anger and rapid emotional discharge. When hurt, they confront immediately, loudly, directly, and without filters. But once the emotion is released, it's gone. Aries doesn't hold grudges or plan payback. Revenge requires patience, and Aries wants resolution now. Their anger burns fast and burns out just as quickly. They'd rather fight, clear the air, and move on than carry resentment. Aries isn't vengeful. They're reactive. Once the moment passes, so does the desire to retaliate. Number 6. Leo. Pride-based retaliation. Leo becomes vengeful only when their dignity is threatened. Psychology links them to ego sensitivity and pride-based regulation. Disrespect, humiliation, or betrayal triggers a need to restore status. Leo doesn't want to destroy. They want acknowledgement and balance. Their retaliation is often public or symbolic, designed to reclaim respect. Once their pride is repaired, forgiveness comes easier. Leo doesn't hold grudges quietly. They respond dramatically, then move on. Revenge isn't about pain for them. It's about dignity. When ego is restored, the desire for payback fades quickly. Number 5. Taurus. Silent grudge holder. Taurus doesn't seek revenge actively, but they never forget betrayal. Psychology ties them to long emotional memory and loss aversion. When hurt, they internalize it slowly and deeply. They won't lash out or plot immediate payback. Instead, Taurus draws permanent boundaries. Trust once broken is rarely repaired. Their revenge is absence, distance, and emotional withdrawal. While they may appear calm, the decision is final. Taurus remembers exactly who crossed them and when. They don't get even. They disengage permanently. And that quiet, irreversible cutoff is their form of revenge. Number 4. Virgo. Calculated resentment. Virgo's vengeance is quiet, precise, and mental. Psychology links them to rumination and moral superiority bias. When wronged, Virgo replays the situation repeatedly, analyzing what went wrong and who failed. They don't explode. They correct. Revenge shows up as subtle distancing, cold efficiency, or outperforming the person who hurt them. Virgo wants to prove a point, not cause chaos. Their resentment builds through thought, not emotion. They may forgive outwardly, but internally they remember every detail. Virgo's revenge is clean, controlled, and designed to demonstrate competence rather than inflict pain directly. Number 3. Cancer. Emotional memory, revenge. Cancer becomes vengeful when emotional safety is violated. Psychology ties them to strong emotional memory and attachment-based threat response. They don't forget how something made them feel, ever. Cancer's revenge isn't immediate, it's emotional. Hurt gets stored, replayed, and tied to identity. If betrayal involves loved ones, their retaliation becomes protective and personal. They may withdraw affection, create guilt, or shut someone out permanently. Cancer forgives verbally, but remembers emotionally. Their vengeance isn't loud or dramatic. It's the slow withdrawal of care, and that loss hits harder than confrontation. Number 2. Capricorn. Strategic retaliation. Capricorn doesn't rush revenge, they plan it. Psychology links them to delayed gratification and power-based thinking. When wronged, they assess timing, leverage, and long-term outcomes. Capricorn rarely reacts emotionally. Instead, they let time do the work. Revenge becomes success, elevation, or quietly removing someone's influence. They don't need confrontation, they need advantage. Capricorn's vengeance is patient and structural. They outgrow, outmaneuver, and outlast. By the time retaliation becomes visible, it's already irreversible. For Capricorn, revenge isn't emotional satisfaction. It's regaining control and position. Number 1. Scorpio, the most vengeful sign. Scorpio tops the list because betrayal activates survival instincts. Psychology ties them to deep emotional memory, threat fixation, and all-or-nothing attachment. When trust is broken, Scorpio doesn't forget. They transform the wound into purpose. Revenge becomes emotional closure. They replay, plan, and wait. Scorpio doesn't need immediate retaliation. They need permanence. Loyalty is sacred, and betrayal feels existential. Their vengeance is precise, personal, and unforgettable. Scorpio doesn't seek chaos. They seek balance through intensity. When they strike, it's calculated, symbolic, and designed to ensure the wound is never repeated. So are you someone who explodes and forgets, or someone who stays quiet and remembers? Here's the psychology. Vengeance isn't about anger. It's about memory and unmet justice. Some people release pain quickly, others store it carefully. Knowing where you fall changes how you handle betrayal, conflict, and closure. Drop your sign below, and be honest. Do you let things go? Or do you never forget who crossed you? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to get all the updates.